trunks, they ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
Okay, it is WrestleMania. Well, it's been WrestleMania season since January, but we are literally, for me at least, 5 days. We have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 4 days, isn't it? We have 4 days until I leave for WrestleMania, and it's that time. Break out the Access shades. I haven't worn these bad boys in a couple years. They better than ever. But this is pretty much my WrestleMania rundown, and what better way to start pretty much everything. I just watched Steve's video. He made the loot video, pretty much showing all the stuff he got. I'm not gonna do that, I guess, for the surprise or for. Well, actually, it's because I don't have the stuff with me. Half the stuff I was getting signed with Jade. So I have like half of it and she has half of it. So there's no point in me showing you what I have because obviously I can't show you the whole thing. So my trip's gonna start on Tuesday. And every year the trip always gets a little bit more different. We had 27. It was my first WrestleMania. It was your standard Thursday to Tuesday. And it was no package. We stayed in just outside of Atlanta, and WrestleMania 28, same thing, Thursday to Tuesday, where we had the package. So pretty much everything was already set in stone for us. We were gonna do this, and it was great. There was no headache, and that's I think one of the pros of the package. But 29 was the clique got split. Steve and Miguel were too good to travel to New Jersey. Left me and Jade to kind of have our own little vacation. New York, New Jersey, I enjoyed it. I don't know why they didn't go, but they have their own gripes with the two states. I enjoyed myself. WrestleMania 29, we kind of changed it up and did a Wednesday to a Tuesday. So 6 days instead of 5. Now this year, it's all kinds of screwed up. We got Tuesday to Tuesday, 7 days, a full 7-day trip. The Tuesday, we won't be in New Orleans, we'll be in Buffalo. Reason being, well, I guess this is how the video will start. Tuesday, I'm going to pick up Jade, and then go pick up Justin, and head to Buffalo. Reason being, because if I were to fly out of Toronto, pretty much put it like this, I'm going to be paying $800 for one person. Where I would fly from Buffalo, I am now paying $400, so half that price, just by driving another 45 minutes out of 45 minutes west to Buffalo Airport rather than 45 minutes east to Toronto Airport. So stay in Buffalo Tuesday night, wake up Wednesday morning, head to the airport, fly into New Orleans. We leave Buffalo at 1 p.m., arrive in New Orleans at 6 p.m., where we would meet up with Miguel, and Wednesday, just pretty much go to the hotel. We got to go grab the Red Bull. I guess the weekend survival kit. You got the energy drinks, you got your orange juice, you got your cinnamon toast crunch granola bars, all the necessities you need to just like wake up, like do it and you go. I know the Drury has a free continental breakfast, but sometimes a man's got to have his cinnamon toast crunch granola bars, and I'm one of those guys. And I might pick up the Ultimate Warrior Blu-ray because I doubt it's gonna be here in Canada, and I might as well pick it up at Walmart because that's where we're going on literally the first day. Probably grab the old KFC, do the Dorito Nacho review, or I don't know what is there, but definitely we gotta eat. Justin, he's obsessed with eating, but I agree with him. We gotta eat sometime. Thursday is my first day of Access. It's from 6 to 10. I'm doing the Randy Orton VIP. This was originally the first. I always wanted to go to Access on Thursday. I'd never been on Thursday. WrestleMania 27, we went Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 28, we only went Sunday. And then 29, we only went on Friday. I wanted to make it a thing to go on Thursday because obviously everyone comes in on Thursday, which means Thursday is going to be not too many people there. Got my VIP for Randy Orton. I didn't care who the VIP was. I'm like, I just going to go Thursday. And if I were to get a VIP, I got a VIP. Ended up getting a Randy Orton VIP. Good to go. And I don't know, it's just me and Jay doing it, and there's one other person from here who's going to be going with us, meeting us there, obviously. So I guess we're just going to do Access from 6 to 10, and maybe a little bit earlier because I heard like the other half of the clique. Steve's coming in on Thursday. Justin and Miguel, they're going to the Jim Ross show, and I already met Jim Ross last year, so to hear him talk for an hour, I don't know. It's gonna be cool, you know. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Thursday access for me, and then somewhere I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of alcohol consumption. Not on my part, maybe on my part, but mostly on everyone else's. Friday, same deal. Access from 6 to 10, where I got a Batista VIP, and that was all. Well, it's not all on Jade. It was like 60% on Jade, 40% on me. Batista's been one of my favorites for almost 10 years now, and it's her favorite wrestler of all time, believe it or not. And we got the access to meet Batista, so we're gonna do that from 6 to 10, and we're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna wait for Steve and Miguel to come back, and then we're gonna go to the Kaiju Big Battle, which it's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. You got like, picture a guy just when you go to an amusement park, they're dressed up like mascots. Imagine those mascots wrestling each other. That's like the most brilliant thing I'd ever heard or seen in my life. And at first I saw it, like I scrolled through the page so many times, like Kaiju Big Battle, I wonder what this, whatever. You know, you always look at Evolve, you know, Pikachu to Raichu, you always look at Dragon Gate, you know, Dragon Ball Z stuff. But you never look at Kaiju Big Bad. It just never appealed to me. The name itself is so unique, but when you see what it actually is, and you see that waffle, and you see the dog, with the dog collar match, like, of all things, you're like, man, like, I gotta see this. And that is gonna be one of the highlights, I think, because it's the first time going to one of those late night shows. And it's just gonna be just something else, honestly. I'm really looking forward to that out of the whole weekend. One of the very top 5 things. So that starts at midnight, so probably until 3 a.m. And then it's gonna be a little tough, you know, me being the guy who needs 8 to 9 to 10 to 12 hours of sleep. Has to wake up to meet Bill Goldberg on Saturday morning. He is signing from 10 to 1 at WrestleCon. Now I'm going to be meeting Goldberg. My WrestleCon list isn't as long as it's been in past years. I think right now I booted 2 guys off. Greg Valentine and Al Snow had to take the boot. You know, I'm sorry. Did I say a boot? A Canadian guy saying about a boot. I don't know. Al Snow takes really faggy pictures on his Instagram, so I kind of like, eh. And then Greg Valentine, I couldn't find his figure, so I'm like, sorry, boss. I got Scott Hall. I already met him, but I have a WrestleMania 18 Deluxe Classic I want to get signed. Goldberg, obviously one of the main reasons I'm going to WrestleCon. It actually is the reason I'm going to WrestleCon Saturday. The Dudley Boys are there. I'm not meeting Jeff Jarrett, so don't even ask me about that. I refuse to meet Jeff Jarrett, that homewrecker, piece of trash, son of a gun. God, it makes me so mad. Who else? The Dudley Boys. What did I just say? Dudley Boys, Goldberg, Scott Hall, and Cliff Compton. Right, how can I forget Cliff Compton is another guy. Definitely meeting Cliff Compton. Remember that Super Domino sign I hung up Night of Champions 2011? That was me, brother. That's it for Saturday until we get to Hall of Fame, where it's just me and Jade again, because the day of Hall of Fame tickets, we couldn't find 5 seats in a row together. So, you know, we should have done an hour later, because after an hour later, they were all coming up. But during the pre-sale time, it was impossible to find 5 seats in a row. So 2 of us, we got split, me and Jade, and then Steve, Miguel, and Justin. It's a shame. I really wanted to see with Miguel, you know, having his favorite wrestler of probably a bunch of all time get inducted. I'll get over it sometime. After that, there was talks of $5 wrestling. There was talks of watching the New Japan show at 2 a.m. Man, I gotta wake up and meet Sting on Sunday. I don't know. I might be having to snuggle with Justin on the bed and, you know, maybe put me to sleep a little bit. You know, watching his videos does that to me. Sunday, we got Sting, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the Stinger. He is the main event, they say, of Sunday. The superstar, the headliner. Oh yeah, I forgot to probably meet Kurt Angle that day too. Gotta meet Kurt Angle every year. I don't care how many times I've met him. I support Kurt Angle. I don't give a shit about Jeff Jarrett. Let's just get that straight about that. Speaking of Kurt Angle. Yes. Solid Battery supports me. Yeah, so that's Sunday, and obviously there's going to be some sort of meetup of, well, it's been ton talks, haven't really figured anything out, but there was talks about everyone from the YWC coming together, maybe breaking some bread. We're going to go to the Waffle House, maybe go to a Denny's, maybe go to an IHOP. Man, I can go for some pancakes right now, but have to settle for some brownies instead. So Sunday meetup with YouTube people before WrestleMania, before or after, I don't know. I'm sure we'll send out some RSVPs the day of. And WrestleMania is there. Me, Steve, Jade, Miguel, Justin, 5. And that'll be fun. WrestleMania will be a good time. Pretty sure that's the reason we're going. And hopefully Big Dave walks out with the belt. And after Sunday, like I said, I don't know. And then Monday, the thing is, we have a lot of free time. Like, you see those big gaps, like Saturday, I have nothing to do from pretty much 1 p.m. until like 6. So I know there's going to be a lot of sightseeing. I don't know if that's the right word, because I don't know how many sites there are in New Orleans, but we're going to go look at some stuff, and I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll find something to look at. Monday, same thing. Nothing until Raw, and we fly out on Tuesday around 4, and we have a layover in Washington for 3.5 hours. I'm going to bring my Game Boy Color, throw in some Pokemon Blue, and get my Cubone level 100. That's not a joke either. Smash up some stuff on that. So 3.5 hours in Washington. Arrive in Buffalo just after midnight. Drive back to Toronto. And we're having a slumber party, sleepover at my house. And wake up the next day, drive Jade home, or to school actually. Jade's going to school the next day. Justin's going home to do something, I don't know what. And I'm going to work. So, much like Steve, I'm working the day before. Oh, I don't know if Steve's working the day before, but I'm working the day before and after. 4 days left. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I got 4 more work days too. So that's why I started my packing. I moved the suitcase. Forget I just said that. Yeah. That's all. That's my main video. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Click 30. We've been literally, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have been following me on Twitter. It's like before WrestleMania even started, we were talking about WrestleMania 30. Before WrestleMania 29 even started, Wade Barrett and Miz were like coming out, and I'm like, let's get the show over with so we can do Click 30. So, Click 30 back. And Click 31's already confirmed. Click 32's already confirmed. So it's a good couple years ahead of us. But, do it 1 year at a time. That's all. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a little bit of a long video, but I'll, see you guys in the next one.